Hey, anyone can hear me? I think this is gonna work this time. Who's here? So I had some technical difficulties, but hopefully this works now. I got a different computer. Let me check. So I was checking on my computer. I'll check Roblox. So typically what happens when there's a new listing, sometimes you don't see it on the market till like midday. So maybe 11 a.m. We'll see. I'll start looking. I'll try to share my screen. I haven't got that going on this computer yet, but I'll look it up. This stream is going to be a little more old school than what I was planning, but I'd rather be here than not be here at all. So we'll do the. I'll figure all this out for the next one. Roblox IPO. What are you guys' price targets here? I'm hearing 45. Part of me thinks it'll go up and then back down. There might be some insiders that sell. We'll see. What's up, Adrian and Nico? Good to see you guys. Having some issues with the live today, but maybe you could teach me on the next one. I'm going to pull up my other computer so I can check the stock. Yeah, I stole my mom's computer last minute. I was like, I need a computer, and she has a pretty good one, so it just doesn't have all my stuff on it. That's the problem. But I just wanted to chat and be live, so we'll get it going. In for a limit, buy at 50. That's pretty good. So I'm pulling up Webull on my regular laptop. My laptop works except when I do live streaming. Roblox Corp. Yeah, there's nothing. It still says suspended on my end, $45. So we'll keep an eye on this one. It could suddenly pop when it lists. It'll just go up. So we'll see. We'll see. Right now on Webull, it says $45. It's opening, so we'll see if that changes. I'm gonna keep an eye on it. I was planning this for like a week, and my computer worked and everything, and I was gonna share my screen and do all this fancy stuff. It was awesome, but I'll have to do that in the next one. It's not letting you buy Roblox either. Yeah, it currently says suspended. So sometimes when a new stock is listed on the exchange, it takes a couple hours to get it going. So even with like Airbnb and DoorDash, it was like midday and we still didn't know what the price would be. eToro says $7, not sure why. Hopefully that's the price. That's a good price. So I'm gonna look up some just some articles here. How's the market doing in general besides Roblox here? Let's see. Cali? What's Cali? Well, everything's doing pretty well. A lot of Afria, Tilray, those guys are up today. That's pretty good. Cureleaf is actually down. That's interesting. I'm a game developer student. My professor mentioned last week as far as Roblox becoming main next production environment. What's MMORPG? Just RPG like Call of Duty and all that stuff? I think this is very possible. They have millions of games being created, and I was watching their investor day, and they said that most of their games are games that have been created in the last 2 years. So I'm sure there's some legacy games on the platform that everyone still plays, but it shows that they're going to keep adding more and more games, and eventually there might be something that competes with the Call of Duty and all those things. Roblox is not live just yet. I'm keeping an eye on it on my other computer. I was supposed to have it on the screen, but I'll do that on the next one. Still says suspended. I think this could happen for a bit, so we'll just keep an eye on it. Maybe for the next hour, it might not be live yet. Oh, huge World of Warcraft where people pay monthly. Yeah, I can see that for sure. Sorry, I'm just not familiar with those abbreviations. If someone has a way to buy Roblox, put it in the chat right away. Put it in the chat. Yeah. So many more people are making money doing this, like building games. They're following their passion. They're building games on this platform, and there's actual studios coming out of this. So people that started just on their own in their bedroom, their games have been a success, and all the other things that they've created on the platform have been a success. And they're hiring people. They're opening studios. Some of them have like 10 plus people working for them. So it's very interesting. I'm thinking of it as like a mini YouTube. At the beginning, YouTube was people like mostly in their bedrooms, just doing their thing. And then now it's big. It's huge. It's mainstream. So gaming is one of the largest industries in the world. I think it needed a little bit of a disruption. And anyone can play Roblox. It's free. I know you have to pay for all these add-ons and with the Robux and all that. But the barriers to entry are very low. And the other gaming companies should be worried, in my opinion. I've got 3 kids who played it for years, asking for my credit card the whole time. That's all. I hear all these kids are addicted to it like crack or something. Yeah, like every kid just wants more and more and more Robux, and I know they have a subscription service, but that's not enough. It's like, as a kid growing up, I would get an allowance, and then you'd spend it on, I don't know, going to the mall and candy or whatever it may be. Now kids are just like, I want it for this game. So it's very interesting. Yeah, I don't. Is it good for kids to play this much? Is it just a 2020 pandemic thing, or is it going to be something that kids are going to be doing forever now? Still nothing on Weeble. I am probably going to buy something live when it is possible, so we'll see. Yeah, it's true on lockdown. So Daniel, they list today, but we're just waiting on what time. So these things they don't happen instantly. We'll just have to wait and see. But once it's listed, it's always going to be there for the rest of time, unless they get bought out by a private company. No worse than eating candy and throwing stones at trains. It's very true. And stealing pumpkins on people's front doors during Halloween, stuff like that. There's probably games where they could do all these crazy things, like on the game, on the experience, right? What's the best platform for buying stocks? So where are you located? Are you in Canada, US, somewhere else? Yeah, it's so true. Like, I couldn't imagine growing up and being like, not being able to interact with my friends on a daily basis. Like, I didn't realize how important that was growing up. And a year of not having that's going to mess with the kids. Like, there's going to be some issues coming out of this. So this kind of gives them a way to connect, right? Voting ownership is 70% with David. Unlikely they'll get bought out. Yeah, I think David is in this for the long run. If you don't know who David is, he's the CEO, David Baszucki. He's been building this platform for almost 20 years. I think he launched it in 2004, and I think it released in 2006. So he's been doing this for a while, and I like to compare Jeff Bezos because for a while, Jeff Bezos, Amazon wasn't taken seriously. It was like a book company, all that, and then they just exploded. And I think the world's not ready for Roblox to become like this giant thing yet, but in 10 years things could be a lot different. We don't know. I'm gonna pull up some notes. I had all these notes prepared. One sec. Did anyone here try to go in the other stream and it just didn't work? If so, I'm sorry. This is my first real live stream. Last time I did it was just like pressed live and then just tested it out. But this is the one I planned. But definitely all learning experience, right? Like you don't repeat a mistake. So I got an F on this one, but I'll try to get it better on the next one. List price of $45 now appears on Yahoo Finance. Wasn't there a moment ago, so they could be getting ready. I think that is I think that's a good sign. Let's see, Weeble. Weeble's still not doing anything. Still says suspended. It was great for 24 seconds. Aaron, was it like working for 24 seconds? My computer, like it was just going like fan mode and it was going to explode. And then YouTube was telling me like I don't have enough. It wasn't a powerful enough stream. So they just like, it wasn't working. So I was feeling the pressure because I had so many people ready to go. They're like, "Where is this guy?" I'm like, "Oh my god, come on, I'm here." It's unclear what time Roblox will go live via its listing tomorrow, so we'll see. Though users will want to keep an eye on the market throughout the day, new listings has been known to appear at all hours of the day. That is true, Shane Kelly. And Shane is actually part of my Discord group. I like how your brand is on point. You're on Discord with that logo. You're on YouTube with that logo. You're so on brand. It's awesome. David Bazuki is my daddy. Well, at least Esteban, at least I know it was frozen, so it was shut off for the right reason. I got a 2018 MacBook Pro, and when I bought it, it was just for like internet use. I didn't think I would be making YouTube videos, and then fast forwarding a couple of years, I'm like, I need something better, but I want the new M1 chips. I want the new MacBook with the M1 chips, so I'm kind of waiting. I'm just going to hold off. So less live streams from me for the time being. Are you in GME at the moment? No, I'm not. What is it at now? It's so depressing. I had a couple shares and I sold it. I bought them at 120 and I sold a few of them to break even at 220. And then I sold my like final couple shares at like 90. So it was an interesting play. That was quite the time. And now I'm like, why didn't I just hold? Yes, branding is important and fun. Nothing on Weeble still. If I could just get this screen share to work. My mom's computer must have these security diamond hands. Are you diamond handing, Dawn? So I think Roblox could potentially become a meme stock. I hope it does, but not right away. Because like when I invest in a company that I like for the long term, I don't make my entry in one day. I wait. I slowly trickle it in because I want to wait for the dips. If you go in too hard, chances are you're going to be bag holding a little bit, a tiny bag, for some point. Because you buy and then it drops and stocks go up and down. Do not expect Roblox to go like straight up. It's going to be up and down going forward. So I am, but only 2 shares. Keep holding those 2 shares, diamond hand. But yeah, I think this is like the perfect formula for a meme stock. It's like a new thing that the boomers don't understand. And I don't know, it just makes sense for a meme stock, but I don't want it to happen right away. Don't want that. I want to be holding and I want to have a big position when it happens. I don't feel bad about missing out on GME. Exactly how I felt, because when the first phase of it was happening, I was like, "Oh my god, I'm missing out." I had so much FOMO, just like everyone else in the entire world. I think now people don't have as much FOMO. I like the company. I think they could turn around. There's no proof that they will, but I think they could turn around. The problem about Roblox is that theirs is a lot less creators that don't use their talent, and Roblox has the same old games, nothing big. I was reading up, I was watching their investor day, but they might have been like pumping themselves. I was reading up that they do have tons of games being created, like new ones all the time. So is Stockpile a good option? Is Stockpile a trading website? I'm pretty sure any platform will have Roblox because it's traded on the New York Stock Exchange, which is like a major exchange in the United States. And those types of exchanges have access to like the global markets. So, if I don't know Stockpile, never heard of it. If you know it and it has other stocks, like if it has like Apple and companies like that, you should be fine. Yeah, the exploring games are awesome. I had that in something I wanted to talk about. So I was reading up that you can go to like ancient Rome with your friends and experience ancient Rome. Instead of reading a boring textbook, these kids are going there and seeing ancient Rome. Of course, we don't know how accurate it really is, but it's kind of cool. I've always dreamed. I'm like, oh, what would it be like to like live in the 1950s, or what would it be like to live during like the 1920s? And then I think Roblox, the best option for being able to experience something like that is Roblox. Maybe not right now. It won't be You won't be experiencing it too well right now, but give it like 5 to 10 years. I think this whole like VR thing and all this is just gonna pick up. People are now hyping it up on Wall Street bets. Yeah, I could see this thing getting hyped today. And the stimulus checks, they might be coming soon, so that could pump this up. These people, they have nothing else to do, so why not put your money into the stock market? Why is the Roblox stock price frozen? Is because it hasn't officially begun trading yet. So we're keeping an eye on it here. There's people, all of us in the chat are someone, if you see it trade live, put it in like all caps, something, so we can all know, but I'm sure we won't miss it. Roblox just made voice chat. So how does that work? You get to, I saw that. So you get to chat with other players. Is it like anyone? You have to be friends with them? Yeah, we got nothing else to do but buy stocks. Might as well, right? Get in the stock market. So Roblox, are some of these games like you go on there and they're like good for like a couple weeks or a month, and then you're like, oh, I'm bored of this, and go to the next one? It seems like since there's so many games, it's like, is it oversaturated? Roblox has a lot of things planned for 2021. Basically, you can chat with anyone in the game. Okay, interesting. I heard, is this a security issue? Is this gonna, what about predators online? Is that gonna be affecting kids? I actually, when I was doing research on my first Roblox video, I saw these like adults on YouTube who make Roblox videos. So I'm like, is this a kids game? Everyone on YouTube is like an adult that streams on this Roblox platform. So is it just kids? The most popular game has been around since 2017, and when it updates, it has over 1 million people playing. That's insane. That's insane. Did you see that they had like Lil Nas X? He had a concert like live on Roblox. I don't know if that was like actually a good experience, or it was just a way for Roblox to get some. They did it for marketing purposes, but it's kind of cool. Can't go to concerts now. Might as well go on Roblox. Roblox has so many flaws with the safety of minors, and I agree. So they say they have 2,200 third-party contractors that are in charge of safety. And like, who knows? Are these people? Is that enough people? I know they do AI and all that stuff as well to track for safety, but if you got millions of people, can you really track everything? that's something that Facebook couldn't figure out. I think this is even more important that they figure it out because there's so many more kids involved. So Piggy. I think I saw that one. Minecraft is the same adult creators, but the main demographic is children. Okay. Yeah, I heard the guy who created Minecraft is like a gazillionaire. He's doing quite well for himself. The thing is, right now it's being seen as a kids game, and I think majority of their demographic is kids and like maybe early teenagers, but they said that they're going to start pushing for adult use stuff. So that's the thing. If they can crack the adult market, that's insane because it's cool. Their platform is on your phone. It's on Xbox. It's on computer. I know it's not on PlayStation. Ooh, $65. Look at that. Thanks for the caps. I'm going to check on my E-Trade. That's where I'm buying. This is where I have some cash. Can't buy on 212. First time live viewer here. Well, good to have you. Roblox's core developers are actually teenagers. It's funny. Did anyone watch their like Investor Day video? They were showing all these adults that were making the games and the new studios that are being created. So hold on, just gotta plug in my computer. How long until the DPO? We still don't know. We're still waiting. These things could happen. It could be midday. Could be 11 Pacific time. Sorry. It could be 2 p.m. I put in a 3-share limit order. Nice. You're in. Hopefully it closes. What was your limit? Oh, Roblox developers are different than staff. Yeah. I think what I meant was they were showing like these studios that have been invented for just Roblox. 50. Okay. Hopefully so do you guys know what market cap means? If you guys are new to stocks, you need to understand the concept of market cap. So if you look on any shares getting rejected on 212, so it's probably just because it's still like it still says suspended on Webull. So market cap. If you guys are new to investing, you need to know this because you never look at just a share price because share price doesn't tell you the valuation of a company. Share price is just a share price. And if you look at a company like Chipotle, if you look up their ticker, I wish I could show you this online. So Chipotle, they trade at $1,400 US per share, $14.46 to be exact. And then Apple, they're trading at let's see today. I mean, we know Apple's a bigger company than Chipotle, right? Apple's trading at $120. So $1,400 versus $120. It doesn't mean that it doesn't mean that Chipotle is a more expensive company. Just because their share price is high. Their market cap is what you look at for the valuation. So Roblox, if they're trading at $45 per share, they said the market cap could be around $30 billion. So the market cap moves as the share price moves. So if the share price is $45 and it doubles to $90, that means their market cap will double to $90. So a $90 share price would make Roblox valued at $60 billion. And some would say that is very expensive. So when you're investing, especially if this is going to be your first investment, you need to understand that there is a moment where Roblox could be seen as overvalued for the short term. So when things are overvalued, sometimes they dip. So you need to be ready for that. That's why I'm saying not to go all in all at once. So yeah, it's important. Some people don't understand that, and I know it's a lot of information to take in when you're a new investor. So always look at stock price number 1, market cap 2. We need to get Roblox to Apple level. Yes, we need that. So what is Apple? They're $2 trillion. And market cap is on any stock ticker. If you just look on your on your Yahoo Finance or wherever you look up your stocks. It's there. It's right in front of it. So Apple's a $2 trillion company right now, 2.02 trillion. That's insane. I got to catch up on this chat here. Okay, SP Smith has a question. Where is this? Will it work? So, in terms of Ken Duco, if you look at their Investor Day YouTube video, it's long. It's like a couple hours, but there's parts of it where they talk about demographics. I don't know if they shared their exact metrics and their exact numbers, but they talk about how they want to change their demographic age and they want to target the opportunity for them is the adult market. So in their investor, every 3 months, a company has to report earnings. So I'm assuming that when they report earnings, they're going to be talking about their demographics and all the numbers, because they'll be judged on the fact, like investors are going to judge them, and Wall Street, they're going to judge them on the fact that are they capitalizing on the adult market? Are they growing that market? It will work if it actually starts. Well, sorry, I'm behind on this chat. I was talking way too much. It's a long ride to get there, but we'll get there. Yeah. This company is, if you're investing in this one, I'm thinking like I'll have this company for a long time. So that's why I'm not like getting a pile of cash to throw in today. I might dip my toes in just to be involved, and there will be points where it dips. Nothing on Webull yet. Nothing. Still suspended. What personally interests me is the expansion of avatar creation. I personally think the more they develop this, the more it'll appeal to older demographics. Yeah, it's like people might care more about how they look on Roblox than real life, especially if we're still stuck at home. No, I've never played Roblox before. I tried it for like maybe 10 minutes while I was like researching for a video, but I just lately I've had zero time. I'm like, making YouTube videos takes like all my time. I basically have no free time, so I wish I could play more, but right now I'm just trying to kind of build this up a bit. Okay, so Nathan Carlson, you're new to stocks. How I know when Roblox is live? You'll see if you search the ticker on Yahoo Finance or even Google RBLX, you'll see the stock kind of moving up and down and the price changing, so you'll know it's live. Adult themed tools for Roblox Studio. Adult themed, does that mean like adults or like XXX adult? Yeah, I don't know too much about gaming and all that. I mean, the platform for Roblox. So if there's more people that have any extra info, for sure share. Oh, Mermaid Life and Anime Legends. Okay, I'll look that up. Study those. So those games could potentially be like cult following games, like a lot of people playing them. I wish I could share my screen. I'll look at them. Mermaid Life. Looks pretty cool. Oh, I should go on their website here. Yeah, I could play right now. I'm just gonna play. It's all. I'll turn into a gaming streamer if I could share my screen next time. Yeah. So people are saying the true value of Roblox are like $24 to $26. Do you think it'll settle there after a week? So, see, this could be accurate for right now. It's hard to price a company like this because there's not really another company that works like this. Like all the other gaming companies are different. They build a game, they market it, and then they launch it, and then they take the money in. This is different. This is like an ongoing thing. It's like an infrastructure. So it's hard to get an accurate price of what this can turn into. And some people are saying like, yeah, after the pandemic, are people gonna be playing this as much? I think they will, but yeah, like it could drop. So be ready. Don't. That could be a good buying opportunity. I think $26 is a great opportunity to buy. So what I was thinking is I'll buy a couple at 45. If it goes up, I've made money. If it drops, then I'll. Adam went from stocks to Roblox gaming. Sorry, I got distracted there. Yeah, so if it starts around 45 and it drops, I'll probably buy more. If it goes higher, I'll just wait. I'll see what happens. Roblox has a cash shop and sells physical cards for their Roblox who buy things. Look at all the games with cards. I see Roblox has huge potential. Yep. Roblox shares won't open anytime soon. Says if it opens before 11, he would be surprised. Okay. You wonder if it'll even happen today, and then I can get a second shot at this live stream. Yeah, they have lost money. That's part of a growing company. All the big successful companies like lost money for a couple of years. Investors are lately have been okay with it, but eventually you need to be profitable. You need to make money. You can't be burning through cash. How many is a few at 45? I don't know. I might buy like 50 or 60. I don't know. I've been saving cash for months for this, so. Yeah, Inubi makes a really good point. So they can't report a revenue until the money is really spent in the game. So if I were to load $20 into my Robux wallet, they can't report it as revenue until I buy like an avatar item or a private server or anything in the game. And then so they have all this money just sitting in their platform that's not like revenue yet, and it just like pools in. So it's very interesting. Yeah, 400 million free cash flow. Do you have any crypto investments? So I have a little bit of Bitcoin. I'm about between 0.5% and 1% of my portfolio is Bitcoin. And I have I'm like super rookie. I just use Cash App and I just buy $10 a day. I've been buying it since summer. So I just automatic every day. I don't even care about the price. I'm thinking like 5 to 10 years. Bitcoin could be interesting. And I think I've been going a little bit on Ethereum too, but still 1% of my portfolio I want it to be at, possibly 2%. But that's enough for me, I think. Like if it goes up to 500K per Bitcoin, that'd be awesome. And I'll be like, why didn't I get more? But for now, I feel like if I lose it, it's fine. It's like 1% of my portfolio. So when is it going live? We still do not know. We'll figure that out soon. Wonder if I can add anything on here. My OBS will not share my display. It's annoying me. But it's okay. At least I'm here. Placed it at $65 and bought 5. Did it go through? So the other 99% of my portfolio, I'll read off some shares I have. Actually, I'll pull it up on my computer. So if you're new to me and you haven't seen me before, I talk about cannabis stocks a little bit. I've been invested in cannabis stocks for like 4 or 5 years now. So that makes up a good amount of my portfolio. It's like high risk, a lot of people say, but I've actually done pretty well. It's kind of brought my portfolio to new levels. But so right now I have Tesla, PayPal, Peloton, Lemonade, Apple, Palantir, IPOE, which is SoFi. It's through Chamath. He did a SPAC. Lightspeed, and then for cannabis, I have Trulieve, Cresco Labs, Green Thumb Industries, Village Farms, Afria, and I also have some like recurring investments on like Robinhood that I just kind of like let happen, like a couple dollars here and there randomly. It's just on autopilot, but I don't really count those in my portfolio. But But yeah, those are I'm really bullish lately on Square. I really want to start a big position in Square. So we'll see. What's your opinion on Robinhood, like as a platform or as an investment? Because they might IPO soon here. Share order is way to be filled on Webull. Yeah, I'm on Webull here. Just that's where I'm keeping an eye on the stock. It's not doing anything. Peloton is up. My biggest holding is Peloton though. I bought Peloton at like $35 a share in May, and it went up to like 170. And I was like, oh my god, but I didn't sell. I'm like, I people are like, oh my god, Peloton is gonna crash after the pandemic, and I'm like, I don't. Even if it does, I still think it's like a long-term company. People are thinking there's competition and all this, but all I know is people want to work out and people care about health. And Peloton is a way to work out conveniently at home. And I use their app. I don't have a bike or anything. But yeah, I'm really bullish on Peloton. I think they're going to come out with more and more innovation. So yeah, $100 a share the other day. That was a good price, but I didn't buy because I still have way too many shares. So yeah, Square bought Tidal, music industry with NFT. That's exactly why I'm bullish on Square. This company is going to be changed. Like Jack Dorsey, the CEO of Twitter and Square, it's crazy. He's the CEO of two massive companies. Twitter is making a nice push. Twitter was not doing too well compared to like the other social media companies for a couple of years. And now Twitter's killing it. And now he's making a big push on Square. And I believe in 5 to 10 years, Jack Dorsey could be one of the richest men on the planet, person on the planet, because he has two companies that could go up in value a lot. So Starlink, he smokes the cannabis too. Yeah, I think Bitcoin has the potential to be worth millions. I think it's a store of wealth. So some are saying that they printed so much money in America. They've created like 20% of all U.S. currency was created in 2020, and like that's diluting their whole currency. So if that devalues their dollar enough, like if their dollar gets to par with Canada again, people might be like, oh, I'm just going to keep my money safe in Bitcoin. And they say that Bitcoin won't fluctuate as much eventually. Eventually, it'll kind of stabilize. So we'll see. Yeah, he can be the richest person on the planet if he identifies as a human by that. Hey, Jack Dorsey's a strange guy, but he has cool friends. Jay-Z. Do you know if Roblox bookings are directly converted into revenue if spent, or the developers get their percentage of the bookings? Ooh, that is a good question. I think this is my assumption, it all gets reported as revenue, but then their payment to their developers is like an operating cost. So it'll just come out. Because a company, they can be like, we had $1 million in revenue this quarter, but then they didn't even make profits because their expenses were 1.2 billion. So companies want to say as high of a number as they can. So I think I'm assuming they're going to call it just revenue. What percentage of your portfolio do you anticipate to build up with Roblox? Probably like 3 or 4% to start, and then I don't know, not to start, but eventually get there. Yeah, it's hard to say. It's hard. I don't know if this company dips. I'm really hoping it does, and then I could buy more. Like Lemonade, that company, if you follow them, they do like AI insurance. On day one of their IPO, they went like stratosphere. And they crashed to like $50 or $40 range. And then they went up to like 180 very fast. And now they're down to like 90. That company's been all over the place. And usually first year into a company listing, the first year, stocks go up and down. So I want to have a high percentage in Roblox, like 5-something%, but I can't do that today. I can't do that in the next week or so. I have to kind of ease my way into it. Hello, do you know when they'll start selling stocks? Not yet. We don't know. I'm still seeing suspended on Webull. So It says IPO crossing now on Webull. It used to say suspended. Oh no, it still says suspended. So still waiting. I don't know if this has something to do with the DPO versus IPO. So Roblox was going to do an IPO, and this was supposed to be in December. And if you don't know the difference between IPO and DPO, so Roblox, they want to go on the market. So they want to do an IPO. They talk to the big banks, like if you've heard of like Goldman Sachs before or other banks like that. What they do is they go, hey, Roblox, we can get you onto the market. We're going to do all of our research and studies, and we're going to price your shares accurately based on what we think the market thinks they're worth. So Roblox says, okay, I'll work with you. And what happened with Airbnb is their shares got priced at, say, $80. I can't remember the amount. But then on day one, they went to like double that. And that means the people who priced the shares of Airbnb did it very inaccurately. They didn't do a good job. And when the stock goes public on an IPO, the company gets the money for the starting price. If it skyrockets, it doesn't benefit the company at all. It benefits the individual shareholders. So when you're doing these type of listings with Goldman Sachs and banks like this, the fees are astronomical. So it could be $1 billion. I think that's what Roblox said it was going to cost them, $1 billion to IPO. And they're like, why would we IPO when no one can even accurately price shares these days? DoorDash skyrocketed, Airbnb, Snowflake, all these other ones. So they decide to just not do the IPO, and they saved billions, and they're just going to, instead of inventing new shares to put in the market, they're just listing the shares that they currently that existed. So other companies that did a DPO was Palantir, Spotify, and then Slack. And of course, there's going to be more. DPOs are going to be more common these days. So all the big banks are going to lose money. They call it underwriting a stock. RBTX is an ETF. Okay, I need to catch up on the chat here. Do you have a buy limit or I still don't. I might set one up. Part of me is like, is this thing gonna just list and then drop? And like, is there any like chatter going on Wall Street Bets? Oh, E-Trade. Yeah, that typically happens with like certain stocks. So E-Trade, that's what I'm going to be using. I'll search up their ticker. Oh, and I think someone asked me what I do for work. So I work in like advertising business. I do like sales and business development for an advertising agency. I'm typically based out of Los Angeles. I'm from Canada. I'm born and raised in Vancouver. I transferred to Los Angeles 3 years ago, but now I'm back in Canada for the time being. Just the whole pandemic thing. I'm just spending some time up here, but that's why I'm at my parents' house. But yeah, that's what I do for work. In about an hour I have to start work. My limit order got rejected. A lot of Wall Street Bets. Discord is on GME and Roblox at the moment. Yeah, Wall Street's so GME centric. Yeah, especially when GME is skyrocketing like it is right now. All in Roblox. Yeah, so an ETF is exchange traded fund. So an ETF, if you don't want to have as much risk, you can buy an ETF, and it'll buy you like a mix of stocks. It'll be one stock, one ticker symbol, but GME is blowing up, but you'll get like a mix. So if one stock has really bad news one day, there's a giant scandal, your whole investment doesn't drop. So it's less risk. I'd say less chance to moon, I guess, on an ETF, but way less risk, and you should have some ETFs in your portfolio to diversify. I like the VOO S&P 500 ETF. Buzz ETF. Now that one's interesting. I didn't jump in on that one. It's Dave Portnoy, the guy from Barstool. He paper-handed hard out of GME, just like a lot of people, including me, sort of. So GME is skyrocketing now? Wow. This is insane. Oh my God. Who's got FOMO now? Yeah, there's gaming ETFs. There's ETFs for pretty much everything. Cannabis. There's ETFs on clean energy, robotics. If you don't know Kathy Wood, she heads ARK Invest, and I think they have 5 ETFs. One of them is the ARK Innovation ETF, which holds mostly Tesla. And you got the FinTech one, which would hold like Square and PayPal and things like that. Then you got the robotics, and you got, I think, robotics and autonomous technology. They launched a space one. So yeah, ETFs are great. I've been actually going pretty hard on ARK. That's on my Robinhood account, so I forgot to mention that one earlier. But yeah, ARK K. I've been buying that one like crazy. I don't understand the big deal about GME. So I don't know right now if it's going up based on short interest or if it's something else, but GME right now, people are saying it could be an e-commerce platform, and I don't know if people are seeing it as like you can buy games online, or to me, I think like what GameStop could sell online is streaming software and stuff like this. Like for guys like me that didn't set up their stream correctly, I'd go to GameStop and buy what I needed. But we'll see what happens with GME. I hope it goes to $1,000. That'd be awesome. I'd be kind of choked, but I hope it does. But I'm not diamond handing now. I'm diamond handing some other things. I diamond handed Afria for like 2 years, which paid off. I had a stock that I bought at like $5. Afria. It went up to like 17, and then it dropped to like $2 during the pandemic, and I held the whole time, and I kept buying, and then I kept buying, and then when it recovered, it's trading at like 17, 18 now again. Insane. It did some nice gains, so I sold some. Yeah, GME Roblox, they should form like a partnership. Okay, they changed it to RBLX. Okay, cool. Oh, come on. I wish this thing would start trading. I'll be like, I'll call in sick. I'm going to go in on the stock when I get the chance. If it goes to like $100 for some reason, I don't know if I will, but I might just wait it out. Because what will happen is, so if you're an original investor in Roblox, or you're an original like employee, like David Bazuki or one of his partners, on the day of listing today, you had stocks in the company, and now you could sell them on the public market. Because before that, if you're a Roblox staff, they give you shares, but you can't sell the shares as easily because there's not like an exchange to sell them on. So you could sell them to someone else, but the stock market allows you to sell them. So if you've been working at Roblox for like 5 to 10 years, or if you invested in Roblox through like you're an angel investor like 5 to 10 years ago, you're suddenly a very rich person today. So what do? You have a bunch of shares in this company. Maybe you cash some of them out. You've been working on this investment for years. You believed in this company for years and you got nothing out of it. But today, you're suddenly rich on paper. So why wouldn't you sell some shares? So if a lot of the insiders sell today, it could bring the stock price down a little bit in the near term, but it's nothing to worry about. It doesn't mean the company's a bad company. So Adam, question is the most hyped company that is opening on social media. Yeah, this is the most hyped like DPO, IPO in a while. $71, $75, $70.95. This thing doesn't know what it wants to be. Figure it out. This reminds me of GameStop. Remember that day? Remember those days? I don't know if it's happening now, but this thing was flying. That was insane. Like halted. Just gonna see what else I can find. Can everyone like hear pretty well? It's up now? Oh wow. Let's check. Yeah, that one Monday was insane. Like I was just staring at my computer all day. So I put in an order for 5 just to see if it works. 5 limit price $55. It said the order will work, but it can't execute until the trading is unsuspended. So I don't know if this is working yet. It's okay. I appreciate you trying to inform us quickly. So we're still waiting. Look at all of us just waiting here. Take our money. I don't know. Because the reason why I put 55 is if it goes to like 50 right away, then I can still get in. So, I don't know. It's waiting for a baby to be born. Will it be a RBLX or will it be the other ticker? We don't know. No, we know it's going to be RBLX. Face spammers in the chat. Yeah, I'm keeping an eye on Webull on their desktop platform here. Nothing. Just spilled some water. Had a spill. Trading is halted. Being like that since the opening. Good times. Meet Kevin. Yeah, I love Meet Kevin. 65.70. Wow. That would put it maybe at like a 40 or $50 billion market cap. Would that be expensive? They brought in, they said $1.9 billion in bookings last year. So 1.9 billion, let's just say 2 billion. If their valuation is 60 billion, 50 billion, it could be seen as expensive. But yeah, Apple needs to buy Roblox. So this podcast I was listening to, the guy's name is Scott Galloway. He's a professor at NYU. He says, hey, Disney should buy Roblox because Disney could create these like immersive environments with their intellectual property. So with Star Wars, with all the other Disney things that they own, Marvel, it could be insane for an acquisition. I wouldn't want it to happen. It would kind of like, I feel like it would ruin Roblox because Roblox is doing its own thing. It's unique. To sell to Disney would be, I don't know, it would be exciting, but it kind of would make sense if Disney purchased Roblox. What do you mean rate on gas? Should I be worried? Yeah, Disney. But here's another angle I'm looking at Roblox. Maybe like a couple years from now, corporate companies are gonna create experiences on Roblox. So let's go back to the Disney example. Imagine Disney creates more of a theme park on Roblox. And maybe it could be a paid thing where users pay to go to the Disneyland Roblox park. And for now, I think the technology isn't there enough, especially with VR, It's getting there though. It's getting very realistic. But wouldn't that be interesting if like companies and like, I don't know, entertainment companies, Netflix, you go to like a movie, but in a cool theater in like the under the sea or like in space, and AMC opens a theater on Roblox and you're just virtually going to a movie theater. Wouldn't that be interesting? I think there's some potential for this platform to become way bigger than we can all imagine. And I think that's what David Baszucki is kind of thinking. Think about Amazon. It was a book company, and now it's a machine. Have you seen the Amazon warehouses? They're just shooting packages. Crazy. Like the automation and everything that's going on with Amazon, like Roblox, what if they create this like virtual world that like is our world? And I was also thinking they call it the Roblox economy. Imagine there's like a stock market in Roblox. So you're like buying stocks with your Robux in these companies that are listed in the Robux stock exchange. Wouldn't that be weird? Disney only has 358 billion market cap. Roblox can get to 600. Yeah, I think that's a bold prediction. I think there's a chance that this Roblox company could be bigger than most companies we know currently. Like, I don't know about Facebook, but Facebook seems to be kind of like not as cool anymore. Maybe Roblox will be as big as Facebook one day. CNBC indication 6570. Interesting. That's meta. But yeah, I think Robloxception. That's the way I've been thinking about this company. I'm like, you need to think outside the box with this one, because I'm pretty sure that the people running this company right now are thinking outside the box. Yeah, well, yeah, if I think Roblox will perform well over the next year, put 3 times as much money as you're thinking, I could. I'll probably make my main trades when I'm not on a live stream, though. I'm just thinking if I'm going to do it live here. I think you're good, Reba. It hasn't started yet. Roblox dating like Tinder? Is that thing outside the box? It could be. It could be. Yeah, imagine like, yeah, Tinder, like, what is it, Bumble or Hinge? Like, there's like a connection with Roblox where you can go on a virtual date with someone. Yeah, I think there is a little bit of short-term risk if the kids spend less time inside after the pandemic and they start going outside. If I were a parent, I'd be like, "Hey, you've had your fun on the computer. You're gonna have to spend a little less time on the computer now and go do things in person again." They're gonna be like, "No," but I feel like some parents are gonna like kind of cut it off more. But and they kind of control the credit cards, right? So depends how much these kids whine. Tinder. They want more of an adult audience. Also, I don't know if you heard of MK Marcus Brownlee. He's like the tech YouTuber. He did an interview with Mark Zuckerberg, and they kind of focused on Oculus. So Oculus is the VR headset that Facebook actually owns. And he said that Oculus is creating like another sense. So we have sight, we have smell, we have hear. Oculus, eventually when you're in this virtual world, you can go near something, and you can almost touch it. But if you're close to it, it'll kind of like vibrate before. And you can like feel things that you're almost about to touch. It's hard to explain. It's like, I'm thinking it's very outside the box, but you might be able to experience and use more senses in VR than real life. And I'm like, okay, well, if that is actually a thing that they're creating over there at Facebook and Oculus, this is going to be applicable to Roblox at some point too. So yeah, like feeling the energy of something you're about to touch. It was hard to grasp, but I'm like, this is too crazy. This is like future stuff. Mom, give me more Robux. I was getting a lot of comments on my other videos. People were like, my kid wants to invest in Roblox, and he's like 8, and he wants to, and I'm like, this is, I'm gonna buy him shares and get him into investing with this opportunity. So I think Roblox was pitching this to their users, like the investor day and all that. I'd invest in Oculus. Sure, they can turn that on sexually. Yeah, you can invest in Oculus via Facebook because they own it. Yeah, so I think Roblox works on Oculus. I had like a, yeah, so they have Oculus Rift. Yeah. Have you guys ever used one of those? I've used one of them once. Pretty interesting. I did it on PlayStation 4. Pretty interesting, but I think the technology will keep getting more powerful. I don't know if I like it, but it will. Yeah. Make your kid rich. When he's in high school, he's going to be like, oh, yeah, I had Roblox when I was 8. Look at me. I'm balling now. I'm driving a Lambo to school. Wouldn't that be funny? Also, did you guys hear that Roblox, for the developers, they create a game and it automatically translate the game into 11 other languages, just automatically with their like cloud. I think that's pretty cool. So I feel like other games don't have that. Like they have to like have teams to add different languages, but like this is insane. That means they can just scale the games way quicker. So if you're a developer, your game can be seen by many other people in other markets just because how powerful of a platform Roblox Studio is. My son 11 also wants to invest because he knows what it is better than me. He knows, he's done his due diligence. The PC VR ones are incredible. Do you get dizzy after? Is there any like side effects from using like these VR things a lot? Yeah, buy a share for each of your kids. They might not understand it at first, but maybe one day they're going to be like, oh yeah, this is awesome. So if you were an employee and had stock that was about to DPO, if it was me, depends on the company I'm working for. So if it's this company and they know more than what we'd know, if they've been working there for many years, they know if this company is experiencing insane growth and the trajectory is like, that's going to continue. So if I was working for a company, maybe I would cash out a little bit, take some profits, like use that money to like, I don't know, buy a house, or it depends how much stock you had, but I would be tempted to take some money off the table and like lock it in, right? If you've been spending a lot of time working for this company. But that's okay. We can buy their shares for cheap. Oh, but it's on Google Translate level, so it can't catch sarcasm or etc. It's so bad. Okay, that's a good point. I think potentially this technology could improve over time, maybe. When will Roblox be traded on the open market? We don't know. We're still waiting. Still says suspended. When it happens, though, it'll happen fast. It'll just be like, boom, we're in. There's definitely a getting used to the VR grace period. New to VR, it keeps your experience short until you get used to it. That's interesting. Do you have like weird lucid dreams after? Yeah, I don't know if it's going to be healthy for the stock if it gets pumped very fast. If it does, you might see a sell-off at some point. Like there needs to, at some point valuations kind of matter, and we've kind of seen that in the last couple of weeks. Things kind of went back a bit, which I think is healthy. I think the stock markets could still go to all-time highs this year, and a healthy pullback is just part of a market, right? So, yeah, if things do skyrocket for Roblox, awesome. But don't think you've like missed out. Look at GameStop; it skyrocketed and then it dropped. But that's a bad example because that doesn't trade like a regular stock. Buy Roblox stocks and buy Robux. It's a win-win. Yeah. Sell at the peak. Just the thing is, you never know when the peak is. Maybe there's a short-term peak, but you don't know where it'll eventually go. Yeah, dreams are different. Well, the will it definitely come to the market today? Well, a lot of people. It said like around March 10th. So I think there's like a tiny chance that they're like, oh, it happens another day. But this is normal. What's happening right now isn't strange. This happens with most new companies listing. Imagine dreaming about scary SpongeBob avatar that you met in VR chat. Oh my god. Yeah, especially in a company that's growing. It's like this company has some aspirations to be massive. I think every company wants to grow, but this one's a kind of a disruptive company. So it's like, would you sell right now if you don't need the money? Especially like, would you sell? Maybe not. What do you think about Tilray? I like Tilray. I don't have too much in it. I've been like, at Freya, which will be converted into Tilray around April, May. But I think the combined Afria Tilray is going to be. I think they're the best Canadian cannabis play. Canopy Growth has so much hype, but I think they're kind of overvalued because they're not bringing in the numbers in revenue that they're not doing anything like too different, right? So why is Canopy's valuation so much higher than Tilray and Afria? But anyways, back to Roblox. You are not fast enough. You're not brave enough. Where can I buy? Why can't I buy HITIF? So HITIF, it's not traded on like a major exchange like is it HITIF? Yeah, it's not traded on a major exchange like the New York Stock Exchange or the Nasdaq. They want to move over to the Nasdaq eventually, but for now they don't. So when a company isn't trading on these like big, when a company isn't trading on the big exchanges, you can't get them on any platform. So that's why you might not be able to get HITIF on that platform. Adam, thoughts on your YouTube channel blowing up, or tell us how you started, why you started. Oh, so when the whole 2020 craziness happened, I moved to like 4 days a week at work, and I was like, you know what, like I could sit around and chill, but I've always been interested in YouTube. I'm a YouTube like viewer. I follow a lot of YouTubers, and I started making videos. I had zero knowledge on how to edit. I used iMovie. I used my iPhone for my first couple videos. I was nervous to talk into the camera, and basically I just had a goal to make a video like 1 or 2 a week and just try to improve with each video. And I didn't have a niche. I didn't know what I wanted to talk about. I love stocks. I love investing. I've always been in on that, but I just wasn't confident enough in my video making skills to start fully going into stocks right away. So I held back and I just made videos, random stuff. So if you looked at my other videos, sometimes they're kind of random, but I was just doing it for practice. So I don't know. I'm just having fun with it now. I've kind of found more of a niche, and I like talking about investments and all this type of stuff. So that's kind of what I'm doing. Trying to pump out a couple videos a week. It's showing for me $45. Yeah, wonder who hits the button. I wonder if they're like waiting around for like the perfect time. Like, okay, now it'll be like the best price. And they like, it's so weird. Like, who does it? Is it like, I don't know. I need to figure out how that works. So Milton, should I start doing stock YouTube videos even though I am new, or should I get more into it before? So new into stocks or new into making videos? There is 600 million Roblox shares. Okay, that's their share float. New into stocks. Well, what you could do is you could make a channel where you show you could like open just a basic Robinhood account with like minimal amount in it, and just like like, I don't know, show your portfolio growing, show that you're learning. And people are intimidated by the stock market. That's why they don't start. So maybe like showing that you're also new could attract people. Like, the thing about stocks is no one really knows what's going to happen with the stock market. So no one knows the future. They just provide, if you think you do good research on stocks and you can share that research and you can share your opinion on a stock, well, then maybe it's worth trying. Like, there's no harm in trying. Oh, you're playing. Yeah, and the reason it's been okay for me lately is I just find things that are kind of trending and I try to make a video as fast as possible. Which country do you love more than your country? So I'm in Canada. That's my country. I'm kind of like split between the U.S. sometimes. I had a good time living in the U.S., like in Los Angeles. Definitely fun. But I don't know, other countries. It feels like I haven't been to another country in so long. Oh my god! Like besides the U.S. or Canada. So I have to think on that one. What platform are you buying it on? I have it on E-Trade. I can also buy it on Chase, and I have like so many platforms, and I have Robinhood and Cash App. That's it. When I moved to the US, when you move to the US, you start with 0 credit score. 0. I think my credit score was like at 3. And it took some time to build some credit there, but my first account that I got approved for was E-Trade. And then stop ignoring me. Okay, you have I don't need to talk about that. I'll answer your question. So what's your question? Say it again. I live in Marina del Rey. I still have an apartment there and a car. I've been paying for all that stuff since I came up. Live in 5 minutes, but doesn't have a source. Okay. A Dodge named Alex. Looking for your question. The negativity. Why is everyone streaming stock on Roblox? What do you mean streaming stock? Like they're like on the actual platform? Or why am I streaming this? So Roblox is not big in China. Well, they signed a deal with Tencent Holdings, which is a giant tech company out of China. And I think they're already operating in China. They may not be generating too much revenue there yet, but they have a deal and they have a partnership. I believe they own 51% of the joint venture, and Tencent Holdings owns about 49%. Jade, just wondering what's your Roblox limit order set at. Thanks for the super chat there. My first one. I have it at 55 right now, but like again, I don't know what's gonna happen. So I'm planning on buying like once it's actually trading. I got money. It's my first time. It's insane. So thanks HV. I've never had this before, so this is awesome. I'm going to put that into Roblox. Yeah, or maybe I'll put it in Bitcoin. Or maybe I'll put it into a streaming computer because it didn't work. So a Dodge named Alex, I can't understand your question. Like, why am I streaming about Roblox? It's because Roblox is listing on the stock market today, and people can buy shares in the company now, and this will help it grow more. Do you think this is actually going to happen in 5 minutes? So it could be going live soon. Wow, another $2. Thanks so much. HV. XRP. I should put it in that. Can I buy it on Robinhood? 3 minutes. This is it. Perfect. I have 81 at $65 limit. Moved to QETH ETF. What time does Roblox start? Moon. I like the moon logo. That's a different one. Usually it's the rocket ship. I just bought 100 shares of Roblox. Is this real? What was the price? Time moves fast in this stock. You can buy on Robinhood. Okay, I'll look it up. XRP. So it's trading at, is it the one that's 46 cents? Oh, Robux, not Roblox. Oh, I wish it was real. This won't. I can only be here for another couple minutes. Not like another 20 minutes. Yeah, it's like, yeah, Roblox isn't going to be listed on the stock market. It's going to they're going to have their own stock market. Trade there. LOL, most of us are on Robinhood. So, did anyone leave Robinhood? Because I know that was like the whole thing. I only have a little bit of money on Robinhood, and I actually appreciate their platform for their recurring investments. Like, I can just buy like $4 worth of a stock once every day, or like $10 worth of a stock once a week. You can have all that flexibility. That's why I kept Robinhood, but I don't use it for like the bulk of my stuff. So just bought 40 shares of Robux. What's up, awareness with Andrew? Nice rainbow. How's Mars? So I'm on Chase and E-Trade. Webull, I use it for their desktop right now, but I haven't added an account for trading in Webull yet, so I might do it soon. I just don't want to have too many accounts. 10,000 Bobucks. Ballin'. Yeah, so Chase You Invest. That's where my bank is. So when I was moving to the US, I opened a Chase bank account, and then E-Trade was my trading platform. But then a year or half a year into living in the US, Chase announced this platform called You Invest, and they did free trading and all that to compete with Robinhood. And I opened an account there because it's already in the same bank. So that's where most of my portfolio is, though, Chase. I like Chase because I've never had an issue with it. And I know during the GME thing, I was buying on Chase and other people were having issues, and I was never locked out. That platform for me has been the most issue-free. So I personally like it, and I like having my account there. I know Meet Kevin, he has a Chase account as well. He has multiple accounts, but he showed his Chase account once. I think last week he said he was down like 900K or over $1 million in one day. It was crazy. So no bucks. What are the perks of those? So with Chase, they don't have like the whole like recurring investment, so you can't do like an auto purchase. So that's kind of not the best, but that's why I use other platforms like Robinhood as well. What's my strategy for Roblox? Keeping an eye on it for now, and then if it lists, then I'll make my decision. Limit order at 60. I think it's decent. So if $40 is a $30 billion, if a $45 share price is a $30 billion valuation, that means a $60 share price would be, let me do the math, sorry, I'm losing my head here, would be a $45 billion valuation. So if it goes up to $60, this company could be worth around a lot more. So we'll see. I don't know. I don't want it to be, some might call it out as being expensive and then it'll drop. But again, no one knows what will happen. Wow, thanks Gilbert. Appreciate it a lot. Have you had issues with Robinhood? Personally, no. I guess just the GameStop thing where they like locked out shares. But when I was in on that GameStop thing, I didn't use Robinhood for it. So I was just using Chase. Yeah, you could put the buy limit. It's hard to predict what's going to happen here. So up to 72.56 on 212. I'm rich. I can buy a couple 0.00000 Bitcoin or XRP. Yeah, it sucks because there's never enough money in, like, you never have enough cash. If anyone's been investing in the last couple of weeks, it's just the thing you learn every time this stuff happens with the market. You learn more and more that cash is king, and it's easy to get carried away when the stock market is like on this bull run. You're like, oh my god, I gotta keep putting more money in, I'm missing out. But if you overdo it, you're gonna miss out on the opportunities like right now. Korea, people are going crazy, so the game is going international. I know Roblox, most of their revenue actually comes from America right now. So I'm the Chase spokesman. Most of their revenue comes from America. So this just shows that they have a giant opportunity internationally. They haven't like tapped into that yet. So America is a small piece of the gaming population in the world. So yeah. Well, thanks. Appreciate your comments on my feed. I had so much more planned for this. I'm glad you guys are here and you're engaged. I'm looking forward to doing more coverage on Roblox and more live streams. I'm going to figure out my setup. It's all a learning experience, right? But yeah, I appreciate it. Oh, Netherlands. I love Holland. I'm actually like half Dutch, and I have some family over in The Hague. So 5 summers ago, I went there and spent some time in The Hague. Thanks. So if I put in an order for $45 before it comes out, am I guaranteed to get those shares? No. So if the stock price goes above your $45 limit, then it cannot execute the trade. But if the stock goes up to 60 and then drops to 40, then you'll get it for 45. Roblox is now $67 IPO. He's also making a Roblox gaming video. Yeah, so I think making 10 more Roblox videos. I'll probably be making more Roblox videos, especially to cover this stock. I don't know as much about the gaming side of Roblox and like the gameplay, but I'm passionate about stocks and investing. So yeah, you'll definitely see more Roblox stock videos going forward. So I'll probably that might be my next real video. It's just a reaction to what happens with this whole DPO, if the price goes up, and my thoughts on it. Okay, so should you always wait to go on an IPO? I've never bought an IPO on day one. IPOs and DPOs right now are pretty hot, so they do skyrocket. If you look at Airbnb, they haven't dropped yet. Get out of my Roblox. There, let's see, Airbnb. There it is. Yeah, so their stock, let's see, 6 months. They haven't really gone below their IPO price. So if you look at another one, Lemonade, they went up like crazy on their IPO date, but then they dropped, they crashed, and then they went up eventually after that. So it's really hard to predict. Depends really on the valuation that it comes out at. Yeah, so there's enough shares for everyone. It's just the way you got to think about the stock market is it's like supply and demand. So if more people want to buy, it pushes the stock price up, and if more people want to sell at the moment, the stock price goes down. So that's why the stocks always move up and down. It's just a bunch of buyers and sellers just going back and forth. So yeah, so there's always, no matter what, people have asked me like, oh, what will I get stuck with my shares? Will I be able to sell them? No. If you're buying a company that's listed on like a major exchange like New York Stock Exchange or NASDAQ, anything but like a penny stock, you can sell a share instantly. If you just press sell and with no limit, it'll just sell like right away as long as the market is open. So share float 198.92 million. So it went from like 600 to 198. I like the 198 better. You don't want too many shares in the market. Insider trading limit for 3 days, I believe. Any thoughts on how this will affect the initial price? So that means they won't be able to sell for 3 days? Still suspended. So if that's the case, it could dip a little bit in 3 days, but the reason, if insiders are selling for profits, I don't see that as like a fundamentally bad sign. Doesn't mean the company's bad. It just means people are taking profits. It's not like if bad news came out, like the Roblox platform servers all crash and it's going to be down for a week. If that happened, then yes, the stock would crash for a good reason. But for people just selling after an IPO or a DPO, I don't think it's like something to worry about long term. Just got in the chat here. Which platform are you using to buy your shares? I'm using my cash that I have for this is in E-Trade, but I usually use Chase U Invest, and then I also have Robinhood and Cash App. 1 million likes, sure, I'll do it. Sure. Five-year Roblox bet. Yes, we like this. This will be a good stock to get into. I think if you're long on this one, you'll be just fine. Buy on the dips. Buy on the dips. Yeah, we need some more likes. It would help me out. The like button. What is the best way to research your stocks? Well, you can look at their investor presentations and investor reports. So every 3 months, a company has to release their earnings. So their earnings reports gives you an idea of the health of the company. If their sales are going up, if they're growing, you need to look at their reports. So that's the best information. But then you also need to keep track of the news. So sometimes there might be news. Roblox announced a new feature that investors like. Sometimes there's like acquisitions. Yeah, you just need to keep an eye on the news and the numbers that they pump out. And yeah, everyone's kind of given the same information, and you just have to analyze the information that everyone has available. That's why like insider trading is illegal, because if someone that works at Roblox starts leaking information about the future of the company, like, hey, you should get in on this one, they're going to make this big announcement in 6 months. That stuff's illegal. But it's supposed to be a free market, so everyone got the same information. And also, a lot of big companies are covered by analysts from Wall Street. So analysts kind of set price targets. They set ratings. They might call a stock a buy, a hold, a sell. So you can look at there's a website called Tip Ranks. You can look up the rating of a stock. I don't think Roblox will appear on that site yet, but yeah, Tip Ranks. There's tons of sites that have this. You can search for a stock, and they have their prediction of where they think the stock could be in like 12 months. Too overvalued at 60, 70. No, it's definitely a good point, because I think in the future, its valuation will make sense at that price. But for now, maybe it is overvalued if the price hits $60 or $70. I am making a stock YouTube channel and gaming on soon, but I'll show my process. Yeah, try it out. You're going to learn a lot. So when you first start, you're going to be like, oh my God, what a great video. And then you make another video. Wow, my old video sucked. Look at this, I'm making progress. And then you eventually get better and better. Then you're like, wow, my first video was garbage. So it's illegal. It happens every second. Yeah, I'm sure it happens a lot. So DPOs usually start trading sometimes in the midday. So I remember Airbnb was around 11 a.m., 11:30 a.m. Pacific time. So near the end of the trading day. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's right on the hour. I think it could be like any time. Did you cancel it yourself? Or did they cancel it? Yeah, 11:30 Eastern. It was 11:30 Pacific for Airbnb. So 3 hours. Add 3 hours onto that. Oh, they canceled it. So maybe something's happening. The thing is, all the limit orders that are set, they might have that data, and that may help them price the share. So if they're seeing everyone wants to buy it $45, they'd be like, okay, we're gonna put this at $45. But if they're seeing that everyone's limit was like 30, maybe they're like, oh, we need to put it at 30. So I wonder if that has anything to do with the price. It very well could be like 2 p.m. East. So yeah, hit that like button. Oh, it's gone up a lot though. I'm glad people are pitching this like button thing. It helps me out a lot. Thanks so much. And like, I don't know if anyone was here and they came to my other live stream. I think they're still appearing on my channel. I gotta delete them after all the bad ones. But I tried to do this live stream like 3 times, and I had all my multiple screens set up and all my like websites to show you guys. But honestly, we're just chatting. It's actually nice like this way too. I'd be so distracted by like showing you stuff, so I don't mind this. But yeah, eventually I'll get a better live stream going. Take my subscribe. I'll take it. Your first like in months. You're hoarding the likes. Thanks so much. If anyone has more questions, like I'm happy to answer them. I'm gonna stay on for another 10 minutes and then I have to go. Yeah, I gotta go to work. I look like Aaron Rodgers. So yeah, that's I've been told that. I used to go to like back when we could go to like bars and stuff. I go to like a pool table at a bar, and these guys would be like, "Yo, Aaron Rodgers," and they'd chat with me for like 20 minutes because I look like Aaron Rodgers. I'm like, it's weird. Calling sick. Yeah, calling sick. I got something to do. Wow, 68 likes. This is insane. Really appreciate it. Yeah, so some say that likes are more important than YouTube than subs. I don't know. There's no theory. The YouTube algorithm is super complex and no one really understands it, and they change it a lot. Did I get caught up in the GME? So I bought it at 120 on like the Monday. It was like just before things were hyping. I was like, this short thing makes sense. I believe in this theory. And then it went up. It went down to like 70 or 80 or whatever it was. And I was like, oh my God, what am I doing? And people were texting me like, oh my God, sorry, bro. I can't believe you went on that. And then it went up the next day like so much. And then it went up even higher. And it started crashing after a couple days. And with the whole Robinhood cancellation. So I sold my initial investment off at 220. So I got my money back that I put in. And then it dropped even more. And I ended up like breaking even. But I should have just held. Now we know we should have just held. The price for one share, we don't know. We're all keeping an eye on it here. We wish we knew. GME broke through 300. Glad you found my channel yesterday because of Roblox. I'm going to keep making more Roblox videos, so stay tuned. Google Finance is 45. When will it be on sale? We don't know. We're still waiting. I wish we knew. I'm sad I might not be able to be on the live stream for this one, but perhaps maybe at the I might just come on live again at night. We can discuss what happened. So I don't have anything else. Actually, I gotta make dinner. I have like this dinner schedule, but I might be able to come back on later. So it might just be random. No problem. You bought in at 30, so I was quite lucky. Did you actually buy? What platform are you on? Yeah, but I'll be watching. I should just leave my live stream on while working. 12.50 a share. That'd be insane. No problem. Hopefully, I'm trying to get as many questions answered as possible. So if I missed any, I'll just keep typing them. So limit should be set for 70. It's hard to say. Oh, thanks for the sub. We don't know. 70 could be overpriced. Maybe it's only going to trade at 45. So we'll see. How long have I been trading? I don't trade, day trade, anything like that, but I invest, and I've been investing for 5 years. So I hold various companies. I read this earlier, but I'll say it again for everyone that just showed up. I hold right now Tesla, PayPal, Peloton, Lemonade, Apple, Palantir, IPOE, which is Social Capital, SoFi, they're through Chamath, and Lightspeed, which is a Canadian company. And then I have some cannabis holdings: True Leaf Cannabis, Cresco Labs, Green Thumb Industries, Village Farms, Afria. And that's on my main trading platform. I also have Robinhood with some recurring investments. So I have a mix. I don't have too many stocks. Some people I know have 50 different stocks. I try to keep it. I like having 15, 20. So I've been investing for about 5 years. And I've seen some ups and downs, but I've gotten more used to these ups and downs now, like we've recently experienced in the last couple of weeks. Virtual spaces. So I think Roblox is the perfect place to create a virtual space, right? The metabus, the metaverse. So one stock that I like, this isn't financial advice. Everyone says that, right? One stock I'm really bullish on lately is, oh wow, $19.99. Thanks so much. No name, mystery person. So I really appreciate that, really. One stock I really like is Square. And Square could be seen as being a little high value right now, but I believe Square is going to keep innovating. They just purchased a music streaming platform. Can you imagine your bank buying Spotify, something like that? That's kind of what Square just did. And if you look, they have a merch line. It's so interesting. It's a trading platform, and it's a mobile wallet, and they have a merch line. And this company, I think, is the future of fintech, along with PayPal. And banks are kind of going out of style. You don't need to go to your bank anymore. And Square is helping people that are underbanked, people that don't have access to banks. And there are people, if you live in a big city, you can go to a bank, it's easy. But in certain markets, especially in the United States, there's people that are called underbanked. And Square is kind of addressing that problem. And they're trying to get customers through the underbanks. And I think they're just going to keep growing. And their trading platform is pretty user-friendly. It's very basic. You can't buy every stock, but I like Square. I'm thinking about starting a position in Square. Will you quit your job at Roblox Moons? If I have shares. What price do you think is good? 40, 45 higher, I ask, because some say that 45 is overvalued. So 45, if 45 puts it at a $30 billion valuation, then it could be okay. But you got to look at the market cap of this company. Don't just look at the share price. What time is the DPO? We don't know yet. We're still waiting. I wish we knew. I should just have a sign. I wish I could put a sign up hey, right here on my screen. We don't know. It's not live yet. I could probably do it, but then I'll spend 2 minutes doing it when I only have 5 minutes left. You could put in 45 for Roblox. It might not execute, but you could try. 70. Roblox is live. Check on stocks. Still not live on my Weeble. I don't think. It's live for me. Is it on your Roblox? It's still on my stock app. If you can see this, it still says nothing. So that's what my Apple stocks. I wish you could show your screen, but yeah, that's what I see. I don't know, maybe internet. Yeah, so Roblox should have options. I believe like any other big stock has options available. So I'm already getting work calls. Oh no. Or maybe it's someone telling me Roblox is live. Yeah, it's not live yet. So I've never really used trailing stops. Price limits are pretty simple for me. They're easy to understand, and yeah, if you put a price limit at 45 and it opens at 30, you'll still get it for less. There is a chance your $50 gets filled, so it's hard to say. Telling me you're a YouTube star now. Yeah, sorry, I'm busy. I got better things to do. I actually really like, yeah, calls warm welcome like Airbnb. Yeah, I think it could have a warm welcome just like Airbnb. Think about Airbnb though, it's like more mainstream than Roblox, like by far. Like when you're like, oh, I'm gonna go away for the weekend and get an Airbnb, like you say that, like you don't. It's become like this thing that everyone knows, right? So, like, not every adult knows Roblox yet, but that means it could be an opportunity right now, right? Like, it doesn't mean like the way they report their revenue is not like a traditional company. They have like these net bookings and stuff. Don't quit your day job. No, I haven't heard of that one. Coupang. Coupang. Are they like a EV or something? E-commerce site Coupang. Wow. Priced at between $32 and $34. Thing about South Korea is that they're a huge market. Like they're the one of the biggest cities in the world is Seoul, South Korea. In terms of population, it's I don't know. E-commerce is just picking up. So I've heard there's like other Amazons in other countries. There's like an Amazon in like South America as well, kind of. And then there's like obviously Alibaba. So there's more room. Amazon shouldn't just take over the world. I think other companies are. It's better if other companies thrive as well. So I don't know anything about this company, but I'm a big bull on e-commerce, and I think that's the future of people buying stuff. Maybe people are going to be buying stuff in Roblox virtual malls. Okay. 46 billion. Wow, 67 and 72 up from the reference price, which was set on Tuesday. This is what usually happens. This is what usually happens with these things. So I might buy like a little bit of shares and then just wait and see. Roblox dividend, not yet. So when a company is like kind of like past its like growth, they start issuing dividends, and then that stock doesn't move as much. So if you look at like a like I don't know, like a CPG company like Procter and Gamble, like their stock doesn't really move too much, but they pay a dividend, so you just get money for holding their shares. But it's rare right now that tech companies offer dividends. Like Apple does, but it's small. Microsoft does, but it's small. But even Google doesn't. Amazon doesn't do it. It would be nice to have a ton of shares and then get a dividend for it, but I don't think it's going to happen with Roblox anytime soon. Could be 5-10 years out, if it even happens. Because these companies are like, instead of paying a dividend, they're going to take that money and improve their product and grow more, right? So, Coupang tomorrow. Yeah. Yeah, it's sometime this week. What does okay, so that's the ticker symbol for Roblox. So I think like just this year, like hashtags used to be a thing where you, well, it still is. You hashtag before something. Now on the internet, instead of a hashtag for the ticker symbol, people are putting $sign in front of the ticker symbol. And even on Twitter, if you put $sign RBLX, it'll like have a blue clickable link. So it's kind of like the hashtag equivalent of a stock now. Yeah, thanks for the sub. I really appreciate it. So I think I got to go too. But if you guys want me to, I can come back later in the evening. We can react to what happened and I can answer more questions. I'll tell you if I bought something or not. So yeah, sadly, I'm not at the point yet where I can do this all day, like meet Kevin. But I really appreciate everyone who tried to show up for the original stream and it didn't work. And I was really stressed. I was like, oh my God, all these people are waiting for me. So I quit my job. Yeah, I really appreciate everyone who came anyway and they tried to go be part of that one. So next time, like in the future, I'm going to figure out the streaming. I might need to get a different laptop, but I didn't buy for anything. So I'll try to go on tonight. It might be around like 7 p.m. Pacific. It might be a little late for people, but I'll try. And it won't be as long. It'll be like an hour or two, less than that maybe. But yeah, I really appreciate everyone being here. Yeah, thanks for everyone who's supporting me, especially with the super chats. It like really means a lot. Never really had that happen before. So thanks so much. Good luck. And if you want to, also, I should also say this. If you guys want to continue the conversation, I have a Discord, and there's a few people on there. Like Shane Kelly, the guy with the green logo, he's on our Discord and he's been awesome with participating. So if you want to check out our Discord, I'll find the link here. It's also in the description of this video, I believe already. So yeah, there's a channel dedicated to Roblox. I'm just going to get the link. Actually, I didn't pin it. Oh, wow. $5. Thanks so much, Aaron. Really appreciate it. Okay, so that link should take you to the Discord if you guys are interested. It's free. I don't have the pay version. Let me just check the link. Yeah, so if you want to keep chatting, it's on there. We can all keep chatting. I'll be on my phone texting that, and then later I'll probably jump on this live stream. So appreciate it so much. Talk to you guys soon, and good luck. Hopefully get some shares at a decent price. And thanks again, Aaron, and thanks to everyone else who sent some super chats. So yeah, talk to you guys soon. You too.